Oh, welcome to Python. This is Unit 1, and we'll be working with a couple of compilers, PyCharm, Paizo. You'll also need to download Python 3.6, and then we will link up to the Python 3.6 by our compilers. There's also another one called PyScripter, and I don't have it loaded right now, but we'll be working with that one as well. Let's take a look at our compilers, okay, and so this is what PyCharm looks like. And when you go to PyCharm, you'll probably have to go up to hit File, New Project. The location, most likely you will be using a USB drive or some other location where you're going to save it to. Okay, and notice we have 3.6. That's where we select the compiler. Python 3.6. We just select that. And then you hit Create, and we just hit New Window, and we're at our starting. Now notice this is gray because we only have a project created and not a file. So two ways to create a file. Just go up to File and hit New File. Okay. Or you could just right click on the project that was untitled and hit New File. And we'll give it a name, and I'll call it HW for Hello World. Okay. You probably want to use better names than that, than initials. Okay, so let's get started with our first thing is print function. And print functions, you just type the word print followed by parentheses. Anytime you see a word with parentheses, we know we're talking about a print function. It's a function. So any word with parentheses is a function. And we're going to type in hello world, and we're done. And we're going to hit this little green triangle, and notice it says execute HW, so that means run it. And notice hello world pops up, and that's your very first function, is the print function. Hello world has to be in double quotes. If you forget to put double quotes, notice it's underlined in red. Okay, and if you try running it, you get an error. Okay, invalid syntax. If you're printing out any type of text, it has to be in double quotes. Let's do another print function. And let's go 2 plus 2. Okay, so by doing 2 plus 2, notice 2 plus 2 is not in quotes, so it would actually add 2 plus 2 and output the results. And notice we have 4. Okay, if you want to print out 2 plus 2 without calculating it, then you're going to need to put it in quotes. And notice I get 2 plus 2. You also could use single quotes. And notice it will actually print sunshine because it's in single quotes. Okay, so that is our print function. This is PyCharm, and let's see if I have Paizo up. Okay, this is what Paizo looks like. And notice these three brackets, angle brackets. This is known as the Python prompt. And notice I just go 2 plus 2, and it actually calculates 2 plus 2. I could also go print hello world. And when I hit enter, it prints hello world. So if you want to work off a prompt, you can. Or you could type it over here and then hit run file as script. Okay, or execute file. And notice I executed print 2 plus 2, and I got 4 over here. So you could run it off of a prompt, okay? This is called the Python prompt, or you could run it from the script, okay? Where you write the script down and then you run it all at once. Okay, and this is Piezo, okay? So I'm going to go back to PyCharm and work from PyCharm. Okay. A couple things. One thing we need to cover is comments. And comments is just a pound symbol. And notice I commented print 2 plus 2, and that would calculate to 4. But by me putting a comment there, the computer will skip this line. Okay, I'm getting the feedback on my speakers, so I don't know if you're here or not, but let's see. Okay, so we got hello world, 2 plus 2, and sunshine. These 3 lines printed. Okay. And this one was skipped. Now basically, we use comments to identify who wrote the program. Maybe you want the date it was written. Since you're in high school, maybe you want the period, because I have other periods. And there should be a space here, that's why you saw that was underlined. Okay. And maybe something about this program. And maybe I'll go Unit 1, Program 1. Okay. So it identifies the program that you're turning in. Okay. And notice nothing happens when you run. You don't see this, but if I would print this out, I would see this on the printout. Okay, and this is just simple ways we could leave messages for other people about who wrote the program, date, what the program's about. If we want to leave messages in the comment, we could do that. We could also use comments to debug our program. And debug means fix an error. So if I think this line is causing an error, I could comment it out, run the program, and see if the error goes away. If it does, I know this is the line that's causing the error. If it doesn't, maybe I'll comment another line. So that's how we can use comments in programming. Okay, so this basically covers Unit 1, and it's basically printing and commenting. So practice, try different things, and good luck with programming. See ya.